All right, let's tear down everything you thought you knew about healthy eating. Today, we're diving into a biological plot twist that is fascinating and honestly a little terrifying. We're going to explore how kidney disease fundamentally rewrites your body's nutritional rules. If you've been putting in the work, eating clean, trying to do everything right, but your health numbers are still drifting in the wrong direction, well, you are in exactly the right place for this explainer.
So could your healthy diet actually be wrecking your kidneys? I know it sounds totally backward, right? We are constantly bombarded with wellness advice telling us to drink our daily green smoothies, load up on plant proteins, and hydrate with natural electrolytes. But here is the massive secret that those fitness magazines just won't tell you. If you have compromised kidneys or even a history of kidney stones, those exact healthy habits might literally be toxic to your system.
So the crucial point is, universally good foods simply do not exist. As board-certified nephrologist Dr. Sean Hajmi points out, the real enemy here is context-blind health advice. A diet must always be tailored to your specific kidney function and your medical history. The idea that there's a magical superfood out there that's good for everyone, regardless of the meds they take or how well their internal filters work, that is exactly what gets people into serious medical trouble. Section 1. The Green Smoothie Paradox. Picture this. You're drinking a doctor-recommended daily green smoothie to protect your heart, but suddenly, your kidney numbers start dropping. Why? Well, the answer to this mystery lies right there in the blender. Let's break down those ingredients. You throw in some spinach, some almond butter, maybe some beets, all of which are massive bombs of a compound called oxalate. Then you add a scoop of plant protein powder, which usually contains hidden, artificially added phosphates. Now, for a perfectly healthy person, this is an awesome breakfast. But for recurrent calcium oxalate stone formers or anyone with chronic kidney disease, this combination is a biological nightmare. And that brings us to a pretty stark realization. The exact same foods you've eaten without a single problem for 30 years can instantly become the problem the moment your kidney's filtering capacity drops. The organ that normally protects you from the excesses of your diet goes offline, and boom, the rules of the game change completely. Section 2. Understanding your kidney function. To really grasp why these healthy foods turn toxic, we need to understand the physiological science behind the breakdown. How do we actually measure what's going on inside these vital organs? The magic acronym you absolutely need to know is GFR, or glomerular filtration rate. Think of GFR as the measurement of your body's ultimate protector. It literally calculates how many milliliters of blood your kidneys can filter every single minute. When this filter is humming along, it easily clears out extra potassium, phosphorus, and uric acid. But when that GFR drops, these normally healthy minerals back up into your bloodstream, and they become incredibly dangerous. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly how we track that decline. Chronic kidney disease, or CKD, is broken down into 5 stages based entirely on that GFR number. Stage 1 is normal, meaning you're operating at a 90 or higher capacity. But as you move down the chart through stages 2, 3, and 4, that filter gets weaker and weaker. By the time someone hits stage 5, their GFR is below 15. That is classified as kidney failure. The lower you are on this chart, the more dangerous standard dietary advice becomes for you. Section 3. Healthy foods that harm. Now that we know how the filter actually works, let's unravel some specific, highly surprising culprits that are marketed as health foods, but actually inflict massive damage on compromised kidneys. Let's start with a really big number, 400 to 600 milligrams. That is the amount of potassium hidden in a single cup of coconut water. Coconut water is heavily marketed everywhere right now as nature's electrolyte drink. And hey, if you just finished a grueling workout and your kidneys are at stage 1, go for it. But if your GFR is compromised, this innocent-looking drink is a massive, massive threat. And here is why that matters so much. Reduced kidney function means you lose the ability to clear that excess potassium efficiently. So if you're on certain blood pressure medications, chugging a glass of coconut water can trigger a condition called hyperkalemia. This induces extreme weakness, severe muscle cramps, and, if the levels get high enough, that potassium load can literally stop your heart. Just like that, a standard post-workout drink becomes a hidden medical emergency. Next up, let's talk about protein. We're constantly told to hit our protein macros, right? But high doses of protein, particularly animal-sourced protein, but also heavy plant proteins, force the kidney filter to work much, much harder. In the medical world, this is called hyperfiltration. For healthy kidneys, totally fine. But for damaged kidneys, pushing high doses of protein raises the pressure inside the organ. It drives up urinary calcium and actually accelerates the damage. It's like revving a car engine that's already low on oil. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the massive difference in how our bodies absorb phosphorus. You will see this heavily in so-called clean protein bars. The phosphorus naturally bound to plants is only absorbed at about 20 to 40%. But the inorganic phosphorus added to processed health foods and protein powders, your body absorbs that at 90% or higher. This toxic, often unlisted additive drives up hormones that literally pull calcium right out of your bones and deposit it into your blood vessels. Then we have the exotic superfoods. Have you ever had starfruit? It's super rich in antioxidants and, honestly, it looks beautiful in a fruit salad. But starfruit contains a dangerous neurotoxin called caramboxin. A healthy kidney flushes caramboxin right out no problem. A failing kidney, however, leaves it in your blood where it eventually crosses the blood-brain barrier. The results are absolutely terrifying. Studies following CKD patients who ate starfruit observed severe symptoms starting with intractable, unstoppable hiccups. This quickly progressed to vomiting, a disturbed state of consciousness, and in some cases, severe seizures. Eating just one wrong piece of this healthy fruit can land a kidney patient in the ER within hours. Let's bring the narrative back to where we started, that green smoothie. The general dietary guidance for kidney stone formers is to keep oxalate intake to roughly 50 to 100 milligrams per day. A single smoothie made of spinach and almonds can hit 5 to 10 times that safe daily limit in just one glass. You think you are drinking absolute health, but you are actually flooding your system with the exact compound that forms stones. Section 4. The Everyday Kidney Villains. Moving away from the superfoods, let's look at the more common dietary and lifestyle risks that quietly strain your GFR over time, day in and day out. These are the hidden nephrotoxins you probably have sitting in your house right now. Processed deli meats loaded with nitrates. Dark colas packed with that highly absorbable inorganic phosphorus we just talked about. Frozen meals drowning in hidden sodium. And perhaps most dangerously, common NSAID pain relievers. If you are over 60 or if you have diabetes or high blood pressure, popping an over-the-counter painkiller while eating a high-sodium frozen meal is a direct assault on your kidney function. Section 5. Building your kidney action plan. I know we've covered a lot of terrifying ground today, but it is time to move out of the danger zone and into empowerment. You don't have to guess at your health. It is entirely possible to build a structured, proactive action plan to protect and preserve your kidney function. Okay, let's dive into your specific action steps. Step 1. Pull up your lab results. Find out your GFR, your potassium, and your phosphorus levels. That right there is your starting line. Step 2. Ensure you're drinking 1 to 2 liters of water daily to help your kidneys filter toxins, unless, of course, your doctor has you on a strict fluid restriction. And Step 3. Ditch the generalized wellness advice from the internet and fitness magazines. If you have kidney issues, your diet needs to be built by a certified renal dietitian. So I will leave you with this final vital question. Do you actually know what stage your kidneys are in? And if not, isn't it time you found out so you can finally rewrite the rules of your diet? Remember, there is no universally good or bad food. The kidney decides. I highly encourage you to pull up your medical portal today, check those labs, and take real, tailored control of your nutritional health. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I'll see you next time.